Imagine waking up in the 1800s to the sound of steam engines churning and a notification ping on your brass-plated smartphone. Sounds ridiculous? Not if the internet had been invented a century early. Let's start with Charles Babbage, the forgotten tech visionary of the 19th century. In the 1830s, he designed the analytical engine, a mechanical computer decades ahead of its time. If built, it would have had the core components of a modern CPU, memory, a processor, and even the ability to run loops. And with Ada Lovelace, the world's first programmer, penning instructions for it, this machine was basically the steam-powered ancestor of your laptop. Now, what if Babbage had the funding and materials to complete it? And what if this early computer had evolved, decade by decade, into a full-fledged analog internet? It sounds impossible, until you realize that the Victorian world was already buzzing with communication innovations. Telegrams, pneumatic mail tubes, early typewriters. Combine these with mechanical computing, and suddenly, the idea of a proto-internet doesn't seem so far-fetched. So how would that change everything? First, communication. The internet wouldn't be digital, but it would be fast, for its time. Think telegram-powered messaging systems, punch card emails, and massive centralized computing rooms staffed by dozens of operators. Social networks? They'd look more like bulletin boards in city squares, connected by telegraph wires. Instead of TikTok, we'd have time-delayed visual GIFs printed on spinning paper reels. Politics would be unrecognizable. In an era dominated by monarchies and empires, an internet-like system could accelerate revolutions. Imagine the French Revolution with real-time updates. Movements like abolition, feminism, and workers' rights might spread even faster, challenging governments and triggering global reforms decades earlier than in our timeline. Science and innovation would explode. Scientists across continents could collaborate via mechanical data sharing. Medical knowledge could spread before diseases like cholera or smallpox reach epidemic levels. The Industrial Revolution could leap forward, merging steam power with cybernetic logic, ushering in a steampunk-style future of automation far earlier than expected. But there'd be dark sides too. The 1800s weren't exactly known for digital rights. Without the ethical foundations we developed over time, early internet systems might be used to entrench colonialism and censorship. Governments could monitor citizens through centralized information hubs. Surveillance states might emerge long before 1984 was written. And then there's culture. Imagine Victorian influencers tweeting quotes from Byron or Dickens. Imagine mechanical memes printed in newspapers, passed around cafes. Pop culture, globalization, and digital addiction, all born in an age of corsets and coal. In this alternate reality, the information age doesn't start in Silicon Valley. It begins in soot-covered workshops and gaslit libraries. And by the 1900s, humanity is already debating the ethics of AI made from gears and levers. So, what if the internet was invented in the 1800s? We'd still be posting cat pics, but they'd be drawn by hand and sent by steam.